Hey guys, I'm Dave.
And I'm Len.
And welcome to Wargame Chat. Today we're going to talk about generating names for role-playing game characters, or even, I guess, names for books or rule books you're writing too. But the way I usually do it, if I can't think of something on my own, I'll go on to, I think it's Wizard's website where they have an online name generator, and it can generate a name for you. You put in like what race of character you are and all that type of stuff. There's also been books that do that too. I always try to get something that sounds like it's like medieval sounding name, but it looks like you got a little booklet there that helps you. Here.
This is for people. I played in a RPG D&D game in which someone had a elf named Fred. And you couldn't find some like medieval or fantasy name, but anyway, I got this at Gen Con one year. Now, the week before, I was writing out this air camp, Vietnamese air campaign, and I needed names for Vietnamese fighters. The problem is, I'm not sure, like, how, I knew the Vietnamese...
Well, give them all the last name of Nguyen, and they should be good to go.
Yeah. Oh, we won't get into that. Anyway, the only names I could think of, I'm not sure how it's different. Their names are different from Chinese or Korean or Japanese names. At Gen Con, I saw this, and it's the Everyone Everywhere list. And so on the back had all the names I needed for North Vietnam pilots.
Oh, that's cool. So it looks like it's just given the first name for everyone, pretty much.
First name and last name.
Oh, okay. Well, the other guys, it looks like it's just first name, but...
No, if you read it, the surnames and then like male names, female names.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. When we played my steampunk game, we used the, the American 1700s to get the names.
You remember that role-playing game we played, 7th back in the day at Ted's house?
Yes.
And I had that character named Tito Hernandez. You know where I got that name from?
No.
It was some guy who owned a used car lot in Chicago.
Well, what's good about this is that you have things like, for instance, you have African names. It's not just African names. You have one column for Western Africa, one column for Eastern Africa, Southern Africa, and Central Africa. So you have a character from Kenya, you roll it up and you get Barack Obama or something like that. But if it was a character from Western Africa, it'd be different. And also it suggests at the back things like vampire RPGs. You could use French, German, Hungarian, or Romanian, or Russian names. Fantasy adventure, you can use Arabic or Iranian names. Oriental ones, Japanese, Chinese.
Yeah, you could use Arabian or Oriental names or any of that stuff for fantasy. Just say it's a different part of the world.
Yeah. Or Raventop, German, Hungarian, Romania. That was always like...
Oh, Ravenloft, I mean, yeah.
That was always... they have magicians. If you have a magician, it's either Greek or Indian. And warriors are either from Scandinavia, Scotland, or Turkey. And the bards are all Irish. And then so they recommended for like science fiction, kind of mix up the nationalities, like have a Chinese surname with a Hungarian first name or something like that.
Interesting.
And also it lists like a country like, Ukraine. Okay, they should recommend go to the Russian page.
Well, yeah, I mean, basically everyone in Ukraine has a Russian name pretty much as far as I know.
Yeah, because I'm not sure what's different between Ukrainian names and Russian names, so I'm not an expert on that. Or if you're in Laos, use the Vietnam page. So this is by Magic and Tactics Unlimited in 1721 South Bavarian Pass, Minneapolis, Minnesota. So
Interesting. Well, it's a second edition, so I guess the first edition was successful since they came out with another one.
yeah, and well, this is the recommended price of $5. It's probably more because it was published in 1997, and that's probably when I got this.
You know, that reminds me of that one book you let me borrow that I reviewed. It was a book of tables for role-playing games.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. A lot of people thought it was pointless, but I thought it was pretty cool.
Well, it's one of those like you go into the bar and you order a drink, and then you roll to see what kind of drinks are available.
Yeah.
So,
Well, some game masters don't like having to use creativity and stuff. They want everything spelled out for them. So if you're that type of person, that would be the perfect book for you. I just liked looking through it. I thought it was fun to read through. But like when they came out with some of those supplements to the original AD&D, those kind of like overspelled out stuff and slowed down the game a bit. So most game masters just use those as like inspiration and then actually use the charts or the tables inside of them.
there was one game master, somebody told, when he runs a campaign, he gives the players like a 12-page sheet about like a survey about what you want to see.
That was Mike Bisberg.
No, that's somebody else. But
No, that's what he did for 7C when we played it. Oh, okay.
he might have done that too. Because like some players don't like weather. They don't like having to sit for 3 days while the river resides. The river's in flood, so you got to wait 3 days before you can cross. Or you don't. Or it takes twice as long to get someplace because of the mud. And others are like certain things they just don't have an interest in. Because I remember one person had RPG medieval one, or when you went in the bar, the tavern, it had a whole menu of what you could buy. And the prices, because he actually did the research on this, and what food was available and everything, and everybody, other people just say, okay, buy a meal. Who cares if you're going to have roast beef with pudding? It's with a glass of wine or a glass of ale. So it's just you have a meal, period. So. Yeah, this is, like I said, the perfect antidote for people who named their elves Fred.
Actually, you give me an idea coming out like with an app for a phone or something that does something like this. But I'm sure someone else has already done it. But
Yeah,
this is that would be like the type of app you don't actually charge money for. You just put like an ad on the bottom and hope people use it, so you get a penny each time they use it or whatever.
there was last night there were a few YouTube sites talking about name generators, but they're mostly for medieval fantasy. And I was thinking, okay, if you want to do like Star Wars era, what names are good? Because I always found like with Star Wars, some of the names are cool, some were very stupid, but picking names in that era is difficult. So. All right, anything else?
No, that's all I got. I guess it was a short one this time.
Yeah. So if you need any help naming your character in an RPG game, this is the best one I've found.
Probably find it on eBay. You might have to. It might not be on there right now, but I'm sure eventually someone will put one up. Probably could get it for $10 or less, I would guess.
I got it for $5. It's probably at least $10 now.
Yeah.
Even if it's $20, it's worth it.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
All right.